Hi, I'm Melle Hartman, and today we're talking about our intuition. Today's card is the Ace of Cups. It is the epitome of love and emotion and intuition. It's all about that heart energy. And today the sun goes into Pisces, which again is emotion and intuition and heart stuff. So we have like a double dose of it today, and it's going to feel probably really good if we know how to harness it. Now, I like to think about the heart as almost like a receiver / translator device. So we have like our higher self, our everything self, all we could be, everything that we could imagine in terms of like the ideal. If you want to call it God, if you want to call it source, whatever it is, that's like I'm going to call it our everything self. And that kind of sends messages into our heart, which creates these emotions that we interpret by our brain, which is our body self, as messages, and then we act on them, or we ignore them and don't act on them. Anyway, the language that our higher self, that our everything self uses to speak through the heart is love. That's just how it translates. And the key to hearing it is, we all naturally speak the language of love. It's something that I think is innate in everyone, but sometimes our mind gets so busy with stress and ideas and just like jumble mumble yuckiness that we can't hear the love. And it has to shout, and sometimes we still can't hear it. And then only when we have something kind of negative that happens and we feel like the heart break, and we're like, oh, okay, well, that's the opposite of love. So I guess I did the opposite thing that my heart was telling me, because your higher self is always speaking to you constantly. It's like a constant stream. And if you're not in tune with it, if your like radio dial on your heart is not tuned to listening, if it's listening to like the music on this other channel, you're not going to hear it. So what does it feel like to hear love? What does it feel like to kind of get those intuitive kind of messages from your everything self? Well, it can feel different for different situations, but it's almost like a bit of like a curiosity. So the way I understand love is that love is when you see something in another thing that kind of feels familiar. There's a connection, like a resonance. Sometimes it manifests more as like a curiosity. Now, it could be like a curiosity in like you see some kind of craft on the internet. I'm really big into crafts if you haven't figured that out by now. You see some kind of craft and you're like, oh, curiosity, I want to try that. There's like something attractive in that. Or in the more traditional sense, if you want to translate it the romantic way, you see someone walking down the street and you're like, hell yeah, I'm all about that. I'm curious to know what that's more about. So whatever it is, there's going to be a sense of like attraction. You're going to be drawn to it. And so there's always something in your mind. There's always a voice telling you what the next most attractive thing to do or to pursue is. And we get so jumbled with our everyday, our to-do lists and our like, I should do this and I should do that we forget to like listen to the part of us that's saying, hey, but what about this other thing? This really fun thing, this thing that feels all sparkly inside, that makes you just, you can't even hold yourself back. We feel guilty sometimes when we let ourselves follow that spark of excitement, that curiosity, that love feeling. So when you feel a resonance inside of you today, when you feel it, however, it's whatever version of the love that you're feeling. My sister calls it her peace. For her, the love is like a sense of peace that she gets from kind of turning toward a thing and realizing, oh, that thing is the next thing I want to do. It quiets her mind to look at it. For me, it manifests more as an excitement. I get like all like bubbly under my skin and I just want to do it so badly. It's like an urge. So however the love kind of speaks loudest to you, pay attention to it. Look out for it. Feel where those urges are, where that curiosity is, and just follow it. Even if you're a bit nervous about it, you haven't done it before, spend an hour doing only what your love, heart, mind is telling you what to do. Just spend an hour listening to whatever urge feels the strongest and see what happens. Just see how it changes your day. And if that feels good, maybe try it for a whole day. See how that works out for you. I hope this has been helpful. My name is Melle Hartman, and I'll catch you in the next video. Oh, my boobs were unsymmetrical. Can't have your boobs unsymmetrical.